Hey, good morning guys, welcome back to another video of Unplugged TV Australia. Just after some nice rain this morning, last night. Haven't checked the rain gauge yet, but was about pump. The pump is running. Don't know why. So after I came home yesterday from my 6 or 7% left in the battery, I immediately charged the car, of course, because you know about my power settings here I have in place at the moment. So this tariff gets turned off for 6 hours a day, mainly in peak time in the evening. And I had the emergency cable out here, so 10-meter extension cable, the 10 to 15 mil adapter, the 10 to 15 amp adapter, and then the Tesla UMC plugged into the 15 amp. Okay, let's go to the local supercharger here and charge up the car. As you have seen this morning, the charger is apparently out of order. At least it was yesterday. So let's see if the charger is actually available and if it works. If not, well, I've got 82 kilometers here in the battery anyway. So we can then use the Tesla destination charger over there and charge on 3-phase 16 amp for a while. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the PHEV. Yes, you heard right. Interesting. As I put the car in park, it comes up with this message. There will be significant less energy available from the battery if it gets even colder. Recommend charging now. Obviously the charging will heat up the battery, of course, and it wasn't plugged in. So that's why we have the power limit here. It's good, I like it. So what has happened here? Why is this all with this cable? Why are they not cleaning up the cabling here? Ah, jeez. Okay, let's see if the charger works. Goes in. 19%. Seems to work again. So that's how you should leave it. Let's quickly see what we get here. 42 kilowatts and power limit has gone already. Yeah, it is warming up the battery at the same time now while it is charging. That is great. We did not have this feature in the Outlander either. Well, talking about the Outlander, let me just switch the camera. Can I position the camera here? A little bit dark. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Well guys, I just want to talk quickly, as always, about the Outlander PHEV again. So I had quite some requests and questions about why I have sold the PHEV and why I have got the Model 3 now and what will happen in the future with all this PHEV stuff and everything. And well, I'm still member of all these forums online and I'm still reading what's going on there, and I can tell you there's not much going on anymore. There's no news, there's no further development, there's no progress in anything anymore. Everyone is doing Lindquists and Dublin, the easy methods, whatever they are, resets, mud experiments, whatever they do at home, and I think this is it. I don't think there will be anything further happening with the Outlander PHEV. My personal opinion is this is the wrong way. Whenever you have a problem with a car, regardless what it is, if it's brakes or suspensions or something with the electronic, you need to talk to your dealership, you need to talk to the manufacturer to get this fixed. Fixing it yourself may void warranty. And I'm sure, well, I'm 100% sure, I know Mitsubishi is monitoring these forums as well, taking copies of these posts. And if something comes up later on, they can always say, look at this, 2019, you have done these and these procedures, you have tampered with the car, you have done modifications, you have done resets, you have done battery. Here is all the evidence. You are totally out of warranty. And I know about one case in Europe where exactly this has already happened. And that's what I said months ago. I would not recommend doing any of these procedures. I could only tell you what other people have done, what they have posted in the forums, and that was my whole content I could push on this channel. Well, look, if you do the resets, of course it fixes it for the short moment. What this means in terms of longevity of the battery, well, we don't know. You are constantly resetting the electronic. The electronic thinks you have 17 new batteries in 1 year. So whatever you do to the electronic of the car, we don't know what long-term consequences it has for the hardware, for the actual battery. This draining the battery and doing resets is certainly not as per manufacturer specification. This is someone has accidentally discovered and made this public on social media, but is certainly not something the manufacturer recommends to do. Well, but this was only one trigger point for me to pull the pin, basically, because everyone is doing their home procedures now. I could not show you anything anymore. I could only talk about what other people have done and put on social media. So it got quite, well, not as interesting anymore. And as I said, I personally found it is the wrong way to do. It is the wrong thing to do. And I said, look, this whole situation goes in the wrong direction now. This is not how it's supposed to be. And then there was this small, let's call it an opportunity window. And we did the test drive in the Model 3, as you know, and my wife and the dealer, the Tesla dealer, they teamed up and said, look, just put this order in. You can always cancel the order again. You get your full money back, even if you decide otherwise, but put the order in. You are in the queue. Once the car's coming from the ship, one of them will be yours. So I talked to the bank, and in fact, I'm paying $20 less per week now for the Tesla Model 3 than for the Outlander PHEV. And as I said, all these stars lined up correctly, and there was this opportunity for this moment saying, this is happening. The Model 3s were coming in. I would be one of the first to get one here in Australia. The bank said yes, and it was cheaper than the Outlander PHEV to pay off. And I just said, okay, don't think too much about it. Don't be too German. Just do it. And I placed the order with Tesla mid of August. And well, here we are. Yeah, as I said, I'm still getting a lot of requests and questions about the Outlander PHEV. And I think it was just the opportunity at this moment which made me doing this. From a financial perspective, of course, I could have kept the Outlander PHEV, but there would be nothing on the channel anymore. I would have, there's nothing new in the forums. If this is as far as we go, and there would be no new content on the channel anymore. And I know some people have suggested, oh, you can do this test and that test. And in fact, I have done all these tests already. I think I have tested everything possible with the PHEV. There was not much left, and it didn't give me enough room to expand and to make new content for you guys, which would be interesting. So, well, here we are in the Outlander, here we are in the Teslander now, which will give me heaps and heaps of content, because the car is constantly upgrading, the software is changing, the capabilities of the cars are constantly changing. It was the right thing to do. And this was one of the main reasons I didn't go for any other car. I had a look at the Ioniq Electric, at the Kona Electric, at the Leaf, the BMW i3, And this was all not really compelling. I know the BMW and the Kona, they're getting updates as well, but it's not as feature rich as in the Model 3. Well, Tesla is still 10 years ahead to any other manufacturer in terms of features, updates and performance. Maybe not so much in the quality, but look, they get all these little things fixed and then the car will be perfect. So at the end, and this is what my work colleagues told me as well after riding in the Model 3 here, it is really not worth buying any other car, and not meaning any other car in terms of electric vehicles, no, any other car at all. The Teslas are getting better over time, and they are not stuck with hardwired switches and buttons and knobs. The software update is such a big plus on these cars. The technology which evolves the car, develops further, the car gets better over time, more features, more entertainment and games and all this kind of stuff. This is just my world. This is what I like. I like the tech, I like the updates, I like the technology. So at the end, it was the decision and the opportunity at the point of time saying, this is my best next option now, to jump into the Model 3, get a Tesla, which I always wanted, and just change the whole, well, it changes a lot, right? It changes a lot. And to sum this all up, none of the available electric vehicles would have suited me 100%. Neither had the Outlander PHEV. It was not 100% fit. It was good. It was pretty good for most of the things I did. And the Teslander is certainly not perfect either. But it was the best option at this point of time. Sun is coming out now. Oh well. Well guys, this was just to address your questions and your messages and your concerns about this whole topic again. I hope this info makes sense to you now. And we can all go ahead now and enjoy the Teslander. So one problem I have at the moment is it's not downloading the new software 32.12. It's always saying checking for updates, and it looks like it's stuck in this screen here. So what people have recommended on the internet is to reset the whole screen here, which you can do by holding both buttons down for 5 seconds, and then the screen should reboot and it may fix this issue. Okay, let's try that. There we go, you hold it for 5 seconds and the screen should restart. I hope it comes back. Takes about 15-20 seconds until the Tesla logo comes. Well, there it is again. Okay, I'll turn on Wi-Fi and see. Oh, it has no LTE connection right now, but it should pick up my mobile's Wi-Fi hotspot. Yep, done. Software update. Okay, see if this is now progressing and downloading a new update. Well, and look at this, it does. People were right on the internet. Restart the screen and the download software, or the software download, works now. 2019 32.12.1. This is only incremental update, of course, and I think it only affects full self-driving cars anyway, but you never know. You always want to have the newest software. So as with every computer, restart from time to time fixes some issues. I should have known that. Yeah, it's still downloading. I can see 2.7 megabyte per second here from the mobile phone. 4.3 megabyte now. So it's still downloading the update. Whoa, I think the battery cooling has just kicked in. There was a loud whining noise in the front. I think the fan and the aircon just kicked in to cool the battery. Still have only 18 degrees outside or so, but the battery must be hot. I mean, it's a 45 kilowatt you're pushing into the battery. It's a lot of power. So charging has just finished. I could hear the click while I was watching a YouTube episode. 346 kilometers at 90% it says. And we just have a quick look what our software update. Yeah, it's available now. And it will take 25 minutes. Okay, I won't do it right now. I'll trigger it when we go home. It also tells you in the app that a software update is available. And you can... yep, there it is. Software update. Disconnect from fast charger to install. Okay. Interesting stuff. Okay, let's go home then. I forgot to end charging. I need to unlock the port. There we go. Well, for some reason it doesn't tell us how much kilowatt hours we've used. So 120 kilowatt hours charged so far since I have the car for 868 kilometers. 138 watt hours per kilometer since I got the car. Well, I cannot see since last charge. I think I have to start the car first and see if it makes a difference. Okay. At least it stops playing the chimes when you're not buckled up. It's not like the Outlander annoyance where it was constantly beeping and